Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me. um, Season's over. As I got this logo. First of all, it's been a while since I did an unrehearsed podcast. I know it's been a while. I'm gonna start doing more of these, and also having my co-host, Branch Huddle, to join. But I want to do this special one for each and every, not even to the haters. I'm so sick and tired of addressing y'all. Y'all becoming like old news. Y'all come up with nothing new. Y'all never come up with anything clever. So I'm just gonna be straight up with y'all. I'm just talking to Cowboy Nation, every Cowboy fan out there. From one Cowboy fan to another. This season's over. It's a wrap. I can care less who we want to draft this year. I can care less. We have a history. Listen to me. We have a history of getting all this talent and not knowing what to do with it. So what the hell a number one round draft pick gonna do for us? Not a damn thing. So you can sit there and want us to tank as badly as you want. You go ahead. You have every right. You have every feeling for you to think and be justified and believe in that. But it's not going to be possible if we can't deal with the talent that we already have with us right now. Straight up. That's a fact. Sorry, I'm just looking at my phone to see if I can share this. I don't know what the flip is going on with my computer. My computer right now is, well, not my computer, but my Facebook on here is not showing anything right now. But we have to face the fact. This season's far gone. That's why every year, my anticipation, my excitement doesn't go up to the rafters, doesn't go up to here like every other Cowboys fan. I'm more of, let's wait and see. It's great that we have this person. It's great that we got rid of this person, but let's wait and see how it pans out in the season. Now, they always say do not judge the team by the first game, which we did lose to the Rams. But unfortunately, that first game just literally showed how this season was going to go. It literally showed how everything was going to play out for us this whole entire season. And just like everybody else, we was convinced after we came back in that miracle win over the Falcons that this right here, this right here is where we turn the tables. This is where we get on that hot streak. This is where we show that we're the beast from the East, that we're the class of the NFC East. And we just fall flat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not even mediocrity that we're talking about here. This is basically throwing shit against the wall, hoping that it stick. I wish we could be mediocre right now. That's sad for me to say that, but I got to be truthful. I got to be honest, right? I got to be honest with y'all. I wish I I just wish that I just wish that we was mediocre, that we can muster some wins, little bit of wins. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and fix some things right here because I thought that I was sharing this on my page, but I'm not. Hold on real quick. Hold on, let me turn this down so y'all can not hear myself. All right. But we gotta face facts, ladies and gentlemen. We have to face facts. We have to be real about this Cowboy Nation. This season's over. I could give a damn. I don't care who the hell we draft. To tell you the truth, that's coming from me. I don't give a damn who we draft. We got enough talent on this damn team. We got enough damn talent to easily, listen to me, to easily, to easily just to win this season. We could have been taking over the NFC East. This should not have been the game that it was today with all the talent we had. We weren't even supposed to get CD Lamb. The one thing, like the first part of the year, the one thing that we were supposed to draft for became our biggest problem. Even with us drafting Ha Ha Clinton Dix. And you saw what happened to him. Gone. He couldn't have been that bad. It couldn't have been that bad for us to get rid of him. To 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 just be like, hey, you're not good enough, and now he's gone. It makes you think, what was he thinking? What was Mike McCarthy thinking? But see, I am a firm believer of the leader would, would take the blame. One thing in the military, when you got the platoon sergeant, you got the platoon. The platoon is a reflection of the platoon sergeant, and the platoon sergeant is a reflection of his platoon. Um, so, in civilian terms, you got that one person that everybody goes to get all the answers and also to keep them in line on what's going on. And if anything goes wrong, it falls on that person. It will fall on that leader. The leader can't say, well, Johnson, I told him to do it. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. But the reason why we should not just gun at McCarthy, we should be telling McCarthy as the head coach to hold all of his players accountable. I mean, not players, well, players, but his coaching staff accountable. Defense had effort. They had effort today. It seemed like when the defense got something going, the offense just sputtered. And people do not give the defense as much credit for these past few games. Yes, they had over 20 points scored over them. I get it. But you also have to understand, is it better than having 40 points scored over them or 20? This defense have stepped up. But then again, it depends on the people and their standards of what they see for this defense. The defense done what they could in this game. I give them credit for it. It was this damn play calling on the offense. Us saying fire Mike is it's like solve it's not gonna solve everything. Saying let's fire Mike McCarthy is not gonna solve everything. Let's look at it for what it is. This offense should have been scoring as much as Washington. This should have been a shootout. Period. When we got that last pick from Jalen Smith, that last pick, and then the offense took over on second down, second and goal, you gonna go for a jet sweep? Are you kidding me? A jet sweep. Who does that? And then a couple plays, he kept calling for a wide receiver screen. Two plays. Kellen Moore needs to go. Kellen Moore is a garbage ass offensive coordinator. I don't know who in the hell in the right mind thought that this dude will be the savior for our offense. It's funny that all the talking heads sitting there saying, well, Cowboys is a top five offense in total yards. But is it producing wins? When you are top five, the top five offense, or at least top 10 offense in all the NFL, and your record don't reflect on it, that's something not to brag about. That's something that's not adding up. When your office is putting up all these numbers, but the wins not showing or reflecting. So what I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, well, not ladies and gentlemen, but Cowboys fans and myself, let's be honest. Firing Mike McCarthy is not going to solve our problems. Because right now, we got pie in our faces right now. We are eating humble pie right now because all of last year, and I was one of them, all of last year, we were saying, get rid of Jason Garrett, get rid of him. We were saying that. I was saying that. And we got Mike McCarthy. And look where we at. We can't blame COVID. Let's stop blaming COVID. Now, look at us. Somewhere in New Jersey or in New York, wherever Jason Garrett is, he's laughing at us. He's smirking. He is smiling, if you want to believe it or not. He is up there. He watched the game. I promise you. Watching the game with his wife, his kids, his family, and they just sitting there saying, and they sitting there telling him, I thought you was the problem. I thought it was you holding back on Cowboys success. You was the one that wasted freaking Tony Romo's career. You was the one that wasted everybody's career. And look where we at. But I had a feeling when they hired Mike McCarthy and they decided to keep Kellen Moore, I was like, oh my gosh. It just seems like Jason Garrett is still on the team. It still feels like Scott Linehan is still on the team because he got all his tutelage from Scott Linehan. Scott Linehan was nothing more than a freaking, like a flash in the pan type of head coach. Right place, right time. And then everything else just fall off the wheels. Just the wheels just fell off quick. And then you got Kellen Moore. He thinks that he's still back there in Boise State. He still thinks that the AT&T field is blue. He still thinks that one big play is going to be on ESPN Top 10. Newsflash, Jack. This is not Boise State. This is the Dallas freaking Cowboys. Why are you calling college style plays that probably would have worked in college that will not work on a professional level? If y'all want to be mad and rant and rave how the Cowboys suck so bad this year, yes, we should get mad at Mike McCarthy. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly with y'all. I'm mad at Mike McCarthy. But let's be for real. The real anger should go on Kellen Moore. Because this game, losing this game to one of our most hated rivals, number two now, at one time they was number one, to the Washington football team. I want to say their old name, but I'm not, out of respect. To lose to them today proves that the win that we got from Minnesota was nothing but a fluke. Not only just a fluke, but also prove that it was false hope for all of us. I even had us losing that game, and we won. Nothing but false hope. What's also make even in that loss with the Vikings only proved one thing. Well, it proved a couple things, but this one main point, that the Vikings was just having a bad day. They had a bad game. That's what that last victory that we got of the Vikings proved in this game. That win was nothing but a fluke, and that win was showing that the Vikings was just having a bad game, and that they was due for one, even though they had a losing record. Season's a wrap, and I could care less who we get in the draft. Y'all have to get out your damn heads that one draft pick, that first rounder. I don't even care deep in the freaking draft class of next year. It's not going to turn our whole entire season around next season. It's not going to turn our whole entire team around. So let's stop hyping up the damn draft. Even though this is going to be a stout draft class that's coming. Get out your damn head that it's going to turn everything around. Because you want to know why? It comes back to the coaching. It goes back to the freaking mentorship. It goes back to the strength and conditioning. No pun intended. Rest in peace to that strength trainer who passed away. And even with that, why is it when it's the Cowboys that when we got that to motivate us, to motivate us to win of a death or something that is An impact like that that give us all the momentum, we the only ones that falls flat and falls short. If the Redskins has a tragedy like that, knock on wood, they would have beat us by so many points it would be ridiculous. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's only the Cowboys. Well, we never capitalize off stuff like that. We can't even capitalize even if we had a winning record to a team that had our losing record and make them seem like a Super Bowl team or at least a playoff team. We're the only organization that does that. I could give a damn what other freaking football fans want to say, like hearing a Raiders fan say, man, it's tough being a Raiders fan. The referees don't like us. Oh, wow. Welcome to the club. You're lucky you don't have a star on your helmet or that you're a Cowboys fan where it seemed like in this game, when they call that stupid pass interference on Lewis. Because the freaking Redskin wide receiver pushed him into the freaking into that dude, into that wide receiver, and caused that freaking penalty. The referees never they don't like us. They don't like us neither. They can't stand us. So welcome to the club. I don't want to hear any other freaking team fandoms sit there and say that it's tough to be a fan nowadays. Kiss my whole cowboy loving ass. And I'm grabbing the wrong thing. This was an embarrassment. But also it was the nail in our coffin. Not their coffin, our coffin. We're lucky to get an 8-8 season. We're lucky to get that. I'm not look like I say, I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm not looking forward to the draft because not one draft pick is gonna turn everything around next season. It don't happen that way. It's not gonna happen that way. Spoiler alert. Kellen Moore is the cancer. Kellen Moore is that undiagnosed cancer that Jerry Jones want to keep, and for some reason Mike McCarthy wants to keep him. So what is the solution other than getting rid of Kellen Moore? Mike McCarthy needs to take over as play caller. He needs to take over. Kellen Moore is becoming more predictable with his plays, more and more, even in the Minnesota Vikings game. His play calling, just like Scott Linehan's, it's becoming more predictable. They know when we're going to run, they know when we're going to throw, and who we're going to throw to. Bad enough, Dalton is you know, a one read quarterback. Because if he's going to give it to freaking Cooper, he going to eye Cooper down until he breaks. He don't go through multiple reads, which makes it even more simple for the freaking defense to be like, oh, or that safe or that D-back or that free safety to be like, oh, he's going to him. Or that middle linebacker to go and cut the pass and get that pick. Kellen Moore is the cancer. So if Jerry Jones wants to stay face this season, he needs to get rid of Kellen Moore. I'm not blaming it on the players no more. Those players are busting their ass. As you saw, we lost Zach Martin. We also lost number 75, even though I can't think of his name right now. We lost both of them. Then we almost lost Gregory because he got poked in the eye. Even DeMarcus Lawrence was limping back to the freaking sidelines. I'm not blaming the players no more. Because at the end of the day, the players are doing what they told, what they practiced for. The past two games, including this one, the defense has stepped up. And we need to start giving Mike Norton a little bit of credit. Because it seems like the players, the defensive players, are getting it. They are getting his scheme. They are getting what he is trying to do. And I'm just gonna give him just that. I'm just all I'm gonna give him. I'm just gonna give him just that. Is it enough to keep his job? Who knows? But do I want him fired? Tell you the truth, at this point, if I had to go by percentage wise, I say 70% wants him fired. 70%. But before this game and before the Minnesota game, it was at there. It was like right there at 99%. Only just 1% saying that he should stay. But it has dropped down to 70% because the players are getting what he's trying to offer. They are buying it because if the defense wasn't buying it, they wouldn't have put that much of that effort in this game or the past two games or got that pick. The reason why they got scored on like that was because the offense was not putting in their work, which once again goes back to Kellen Moore. A goal for a team is to have a balance. One should not always support the other. One, they should be bailing each other out, should be balancing each other out. There gonna be drives where the offense is not always going to score or get 3 points. So that's where the defense needs to step up and do their job. But at the same time, the offense need to start putting in the points so that the defense can rest. I'm a simpleton, and I even know that. Because if you don't get the basics, how else are you going to know? How can you understand the complexity of football if you don't know the basics? How can you go ahead and advance to, you know, let's say intermediate if you've never been a beginner or learn anything as a beginner? But once again, if you took anything away from this special, this is what I want y'all to take away. This season's over. It's over. The draft next season is not going to miraculously turn our season around next year. It's not going to be the answer. Three, let's stop putting the blame on these players. It's not the players' fault this time. They only doing what they're coached to do and what they practice to do in these games. Also, not to blame it all on Mike McCarthy. Yes, be mad, be furious with him, but share the wealth. Look at which side of the football really failed us. When we really needed them, who stepped up? And then firing Kellen Moore. Look at all the stupid ass plays when we had a shot at winning or taking the lead. Go back to all those games. Go back to every single one of those games and check out the play caller. Just go back and check it out. And then come back and tell me, should we keep him on the team? And that he's not a cancer on this team. That he's actually the real one that's holding this team to greatness. And playing us like we're fucking a college team. Boise State. Somebody need to let him know that this is the Dallas freaking Cowboys. And this is a professional level. And that will do it for me, ladies and gentlemen, for this special Unrehearsed podcast. Hopefully there's more to come. And I will have my bell buddy to join me. And with that, I am outro. Y'all have a good one.